Hey everyone, this is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com, and I'm here at the HTC One M8. And as you know, or if you've been following the phone, you quickly found out that one of the cooler features of the phone was the dot view case from HTC. Usually cases are not very cool, especially when the hardware is as nice as what we see on this HTC One M8. But this case is actually one of the cooler selling points, and for $50 it better be. So basically what it does is protects the phone, no shock there, but also adds a couple of cool features because the phone, it could sense the case and work really cleverly with it, the way a lot of phone manufacturers haven't bothered to been able to build in. So the case itself, it's a hard plastic back, it's nice and flexible, so it is nice, you know, polycarbonate, whatever. But you know, nothing too fancy. On the front we have this sort of soft touch material. It's nice and rubbery. It's bendable, but it bounces right back to where it should be. And the secret right here is this little tab in the middle. On the front it says HTC. Might be a little hard to make out, but on the back, if you push it just right, you could see there's something in there. And it's a little circular magnet, it seems. So that's going to have a special function on the phone. So the phone's going to sense it and change its behavior. Real quickly before we move on to that, we could see that this thing is really perfectly made for the HTC One M8. You have the two apertures for the rear ultra-pixel camera setup. You have an aperture for the sensor. It's the microphone on the back for noise cancellation. On the front we have a hole for the front-facing camera, that 5 megapixel camera, and then of course we have the dots. You know, it's a dot view case. So in case you haven't figured that one out yet, that's what those are for. The fit is really nice. Just pop it in there. And there's no like real click or anything like that, but it definitely doesn't fall out. You know, there's it's in there really nicely, despite the fact that you're not really shoving the phone in there, which is really cool because when you do want to take the phone out, it's super easy. So no problem there. In, out. Try not to touch a screen too much, but yeah, in and out. So when the phone is just on its own, normal phone, and you double tap the display, it'll turn on. I have no lock screen here, that's why you're not seeing the lock, but that's the activity. So you know, you could press a button. On top. There's no difference there. What's in the case, and the case is open, double tap, opens. You know, normal activity. But when this is down and the phone senses that magnet right there, you get a different activity. So what's happening here is it's sensing the dot view display and is giving you a different display on the front. It's sensing the dot view cover and giving you a different display on the front. So double tap and you get the time, the weather, the temperature, and then if you have any alerts, you'll see that. Also, if you get any calls, they will show up through here. You get the time and then the number of the person calling you. You can swipe up to receive, swipe down to cancel. Yeah, and there's, as you just saw, this thing can it can sense certain swipes.
Match is found. Please say that again.
Yeah, so right now it's doing the voice command thing.
Please say that again.
Which we don't need right now. So that's the activity, and you can see that it looks it's this cool pixelated retro type feel to it, but that's actually not as clever as it looks, because it's just the display, the cover doing that. The display is actually fully on. And so you're not doing anything smart with OLED technology or pixels or e-paper or anything like that. It's just the full display is on. It just happens to show those numbers, and the dots on the front give you that sort of pixelated effect. It's really clever. You know, I got to give HTC some credit for that. But you're getting a full display run, which means your battery is going to get hit by this thing. So it's not like it's only lighting up those 20 pixels and those, you know, 30 pixels or anything like that. So anyway, you get the point. It is really cool, and it's really rare to see a case actually add a lot of value to a phone, and like, this is a case you probably actually want to use. It's unfortunate that it's 50 bucks, but it is pretty nice for a case, and that effect, like pulling it out of your pocket and just getting the time and then seeing if you got any text messages, and then just tap to open, tap to close, swipe to do your voice thing. It's pretty slick. The phone is actually really smart with the swipes. If you open it up, say it's locked, and you swipe from the side, you get your blink feed immediately. So if you want to just do a little bit of light reading on you know, AP, Gizmodo, you know, Geek will be in here somewhere, PC Mag or stuff like that, you could do that too. But anyway, yeah, so that's the HTC One M8 and the dot view case. Thanks for watching.